wouldn't survive. You're dead at the age of 29. You have no kids, you didn't do anything, you're a working peasant, and now you passed away. You're not a knight. No, you're not a knight. You're not a guard. You're not any of that. You died from the Black Plague. That's horribles. Black Plague. You got your poor animals suffering. This guy's like, oh, I can't believe I'm dying of the Black Plague. You're so gross. And he's like, you're so gross. And then this person's like, you know what? My animals are dead. I don't care about you guys. I care about my animals. So let's see how it worked, shall we?
If you got bit by a flea, a bacterium would enter your body and begin to multiply quickly. They would head to your lymph nodes, causing them to swell up and forming painful bumps in your armpits. The bacteria can also get into your bloodstream, causing bleeding under your skin. This bleeding makes your skin turn dark and black in certain spots, which is why it was called the Black Death. Without medicine to stop it, the infection would spread fast, killing millions.
So basically, no matter what, if you're in a tavern during the Middle Ages and you're enjoying your life, you're gonna get the Black Plague because your boy on the right's gonna sneeze, your boy on the left is gonna sneeze, and then you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, and then you're gonna be basically suffering with the plague, and then you're gonna basically pass away. You wouldn't survive. You would just die immediately. Let's see something else about the alcohol part, okay? Alcohol deaths in England and Wales 2020 were the highest for 20 years. The Office of National Statistics recorded 7,423 deaths from alcohol misuse. Data from Public Health England suggests that COVID-19 pandemic, as resulting lockdowns, are at least partly responsible for the increase. Yes, because people needed to de-stress. Instead of going to the tavern to de-stress, they have to be like, oh my god, I have to de-stress at home, so let me get all this alcohol and go home, and I gotta go to the liquor store, because if I don't go to the liquor store, oh my god, the liquor store is closed. Can you imagine the liquor store being closed? A 1665 London plague order, here we go, for example, identified tipping in taverns, ale houses, and coffee houses and cellars as the greatest occasion of dispersing the plague, and imposed a 9 p.m. curfew. They had a curfew. In this period, alcohol was thought to have had medicinal value, and moderate consumption during the plague outbreak was actively encouraged. So my boy said, you know what? I'm gonna get my own alcohol, and I'm gonna quarantine myself and my family, and I'm gonna have freaking 16 gallons of brandy. If they say it worked as a plague preventative, can you imagine during 2020 they said, you know what, guys, everybody, attention please, everybody, COVID-19 people, we have something to tell you. Alcohol is a preventative. If you're drunk, you cannot get the disease. Can you imagine that? Everybody will be drunk as hell. The freaking stores will be stockpiled with everybody there, and then in the store, you're gonna get the freaking plague. It is believed the Black Death arrived in Europe through Genoese trading ships, which landed in Sicily in October 1347. Some sailors aboard the ship were dead, while others were seriously ill. The travelers in the Middle Ages did face challenges related to fleas. The travel conditions were often harsh, with unpaved, muddy roads that could lead to discomfort and health issues. Many travelers, especially those on foot, could encounter various health problems, including fleas, due to poor conditions of the roads and lack of proper sanitation. Okay, well, I guess back in the day, the way that you wouldn't survive in a tavern is because everything is unsanitary, and your boy's dirty, and he has fleas, and, you know, instead of coughing, he's just gonna throw a flea at you by accident, and you're gonna pass away. Reddit time! How common was for people to have fleas in the European Middle Ages? People did have a sense of hygiene during the medieval period. Doctors especially recognized the need for hygiene, as it was definitely the cause with the case in Italy, where doctors were more highly regarded in other countries at the time. Whilst the plague spread quickly and killed many, it's true, doctors tend to regard it well for saving those that they could. Although bathing was recommended, they had some issues with it, such as bathing in winter could leave your pores open to infection. They were not perfect, however, bathing was certainly more common than we're led to believe. Certainly not many could afford personal baths. However, communal bathing was fairly popular. In spaces like the Bath, England, and Burmese, Italy, where baths were led to healing properties, so people would travel to bathe, simply to bathe. Poor water conditions and poor industrial structures, such as slaughterhouses containing food and water supplies, were also to blame for the outbreak of the plague. Basically, people were it's just dirty conditions. Guys, are there any shows that have and portray the Black Death? Yes, they do, and we're gonna watch it.
pestilence is everywhere. But a few weeks in the countryside could do wonders for your health.
Friends! Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Villa Santa!
We are here to eat and drink and move into a bright new future.
Have you been gutting fish, Senora? You're covered in fish carnage.
Am I?
Oh! I've been having sinful thoughts.
Whatever happened to modesty?
Sinful thoughts.
Excuse me for saying so, but you are deliciously round on my knee.
I am plumper than my dress conveys.
You're flirting with someone, you're like, I'm plumper than my dress prevails.
Pour wine, milady?
What did you say?
Pour wine.
I know about you.
Is that a threat?
It's a warning. This is quite a pickle.
Quite. I ask that we live by the law of civility. But without it, we are mere beasts.
Everyone's dying.
Let's dance while we're still alive!
You're going to want to see my body move.
Ah, I flew.
What the hell?
More wine!
The pestilence has cast a strange spell on us all.
Bro, it's zesty. Dude, what's going on here?
What is this? The ninth circle of hell!
Please, stop talking.
This villa is fortified with a trusted gate. Water and food aplenty. We can hold out for as long as 5 years. And with limited cannibalism, 6.
Limited cannibalism?
Let us in! Don't make me release the dogs! Woo! Woo!
Dude, that's so funny. Okay, so when I was finding this, I was like, shows that have Black Plague. Shows that have Black Plague. Because I wanted to show you guys. Because, you know, it's good. It's good for class. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk about the Middle Ages in general, okay? The Middle Ages has a humongous time frame. Like, humongous time frame. And the reason why I say that is because, look, your girl loves RuneScape. Your girl loves The Last Kingdom. Your girl loves Elder Scrolls. Your girl likes The Witcher. Your girl likes all this stuff, okay? I even like a game called Tavern Master, alright? Tavern Master. And we're gonna talk about taverns because I freaking want to. And it's my show, okay? You're here to enjoy it. So we need to learn something real quick because I did not understand this. And I'm gonna teach you, even though my teaching skills are very, very poor. So, we have the early Middle Ages, we have the high Middle Ages, and we have the late Middle Ages. What the hell are you talking about? Let me see if I can find the charts. So, we have the Middle Ages, okay? We have the early, we have the high, and we have the late. Your girl likes all the stuff that I just suggested, okay? The early Middle Ages. We're talking like 500 to 1,000 around there yonder, okay? We got the fall of Rome, which I know nothing about the Roman Empire, okay? That's another whole freaking thing that I gotta learn about. We got Vikings and raids. I love Vikings. I freaking love Vikings so much. I'm like obsessed. Vikings. We got small kingdoms and we got poor infrastructure, okay? We got the Dark Ages. We got all that yonder, all right? Okay, we got the High Middle Ages, okay? We got castles. We got knights. We got crusades. We got guilds. We got trades are growing. Those are the High Middle Ages. What is the High Middle Ages? RuneScape. Elder Scrolls. We got Witcher. Those are kind of like high to like late Middle Ages around there. But those periods of time are the times that we enjoy, or at least I enjoy. All right, I don't know if you like the early. I don't know about that. Just so you freaking know, okay, the late Middle Ages, 13 to 1500 around here yonder. This time, look, see, we got Renaissance, we got the Black Plague, we got all this here yonder, okay? So we need that contextualized because I had no idea, and now you know. So the freaking plague was in the late Middle Ages, all right? 1300, it started in the 1300. We need to talk about taverns because we just talked about the Black Plague, but I want to talk about taverns, okay? So we're going to talk about taverns. What was a tavern truly freaking like?
Tavern in a fantasy game might be where you'd go to receive a quest from a hooded stranger in the corner. In real life, it was where you went to gamble, drink, and eat. So if you ever find yourself in the late medieval period and you are in need of food and
See guys, late medieval period. Taverns.
drink, you better find yourself an inn, tavern, or alehouse. Now, all three of those are not exactly synonymous, and we'll talk about how they're different a little bit later. But in general, you should be able to go to any of them and get a drink and probably some food. Now, depending on the quality of the establishment, you might just be getting some bread and cheese. But if it's a reputable tavern, you should be able to get a bowl of pottage or stew.
And guys, the more reputable it is, the more highly likely you get prestigious people like royals.
Alehouses. And when they started out, they were just that. It was a private house where the wife in the house was selling ale, because she would make a big batch of ale, but ale back then, especially before hops, would only last a day, 2, maybe 3, and so anything that the family couldn't drink themselves, she would sell to everyone else. And so she would stick a stick or a broom outside of the door, and that was the signal letting everyone know that there was ale for sale.
That's cool.
Eventually, these places too would serve some food, though typically it wasn't the highest quality or as varied a menu. You'd probably get some bread and cheese, maybe a meat pie, who knows.
Can you imagine that's your job? That you would have to go to ale houses and be like, Miss Good Madam, I must enter your premises and try your finest ale. Yes, good sir, here is the ale that we have for today. I say it's easy and exquisite. It should be the same price of your bread, Miss Ma'am. What are you pricing this bread and this ale? Well, about 2 pennies. I don't even know what type of currency they had back then. About 2 coins each. That's a good fine price, my lady. Real quick, I want to show you this amazing game real quick, okay? This is the Tavern Master game, the game that I've been playing. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this so much is because I bought this game. I bought it and I love it. I love this game. And it's obviously based on the Middle Ages, during the late Middle Ages. So enjoy this cute little game. Watch it. Watch it. So you make your own little tavern here. Okay. You have people coming in. You have people coming into the tavern. You're chilling here. You're chilling here. Don't get hit by fleas now. Don't get hit by fleas. Don't get hit by fleas. You got a bartender right here. You got a waitress. Okay. And the whole point of this is to be the best tavern ever. So you expand. Look at that. We got 2 bars now. We got 2 bars. You build a separate section. You gotta build a kitchen. You gotta build the stews. See? What do we learn? Now you're getting more events. You're getting more people, like nights. You're doing a night event. Okay? And then you could do a wizard event too, which I think I'm in that part already of the game. And on top of that, guys, guess what you can build as well? It's gonna show right now. You could build an inn. Have people sleep in your tavern and you make money. Guys, that basically wraps up for today. But before we wrap up, okay, we're gonna do fun facts about the Middle Ages. Middle Ages lasting from 5th to 15th century. Okay. We also have Crusaders were religious wars. Dark Ages marked an early phase. The term Dark Age is sometimes used to refer to early part of Middle Ages, roughly from the 5th and 10th century. Wow. Gothic architecture thrived. I didn't know that. Gothic architecture remained during the High Middle Ages, particularly through the 12th century, and continued during the Late Middle Ages. Chivalry guided knights' behavior. Chivalry was a code of conduct followed by knights in medieval Europe during the Middle Ages. Especially, key aspects of chivalry include honorable behavior, loyalty, bravery, and respect for women. Haha, huzzah! Guys, let's go to our comment corner. But our latest video that I have published right now is that we hit 2,000 subbies! Everybody, thank you so much for being part of the Minstinks family. We have 2,000 subbies. Right now, we're actually at currently 2,400 subbies. And it's been crazy because it's only been 10 days. So, welcome, 400 buddies. Thank you for being here. Anyway, we have Black Bees 457. Congrats, dude. Well deserved. Let's get her to 10,000 subs. Yay, my buddies. You guys are amazing. And what else we got? We have a hyper interest of the week. What is my hyper interest of the week? Okay, so for this week, Fantastic Four, Marvel, Doctor Doom. That is my hyper interest. I'm trying to figure out what the hell it all is because I don't know anything about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but the movie was absolutely fantastic. I love them two together. So cute. Such a cute family. I wish they would have dived into these people a little bit more because, I mean, I get it. You only have like an hour. Regardless, fantastic movie, and I want to learn more about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And Doctor Doom. Badass. Look at him. So, super freaking cool hyper interest, hyper focus of the week. We also have, guys, our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful buddies. Guys, you guys are the best. Comment fantastic. Because I want to see if you guys still to the end. You guys are the freaking best. Make sure to follow me on Spotify. We got the show on Spotify if you haven't known already. So you can listen to me while you freaking, I don't know, when you drive, when you cook. I don't know. You got Instincts podcast on Spotify. Go follow that. We also have Instincts Extras. I just did gameplay on Oblivion Remastered. Go watch it on Instincts Extras. You can also follow me on my Twitch. Minstinks on Twitch. All the links down below. You guys are the absolute best. Weekly videos. I try my best to do weekly videos every single week. You guys are the absolute best. Comment fantastic. Goodbye, everybody. You guys are the best.